Cocoa Puff sweet bitches make you wanna eat bitches, but not me. Y'all niggas eat off the plate all you want, but not D. I fuck with these hoes from a distance. The instant they start to catch feelings, I start to stealing their shit. Then I'm out just like a thief in the night. I sink my teeth in the bite. You thinking life, I'm thinking more like what's up tonight. Come on, ma, you know I got a wife. And even though that pussy tight, I'm not gonna jeopardize my life. So what is it you want from a nigga? I gave you, you gave me. Bitch, I blazed you, you blazed me. Nothing more, nothing less. But you at my door, willing to confess that it's the best you ever tested. Better than all the rest. I'm like, alright, girlfriend, hold up. I gave you what you gave me, boo. Enough. What you want from a nigga? What you want? What these bitches want from a nigga? Really want? What these bitches want from a nigga? Yeah. What these bitches want from a nigga? What you want from me? Baby, tell me what you want from me. There was Brenda, Letitia, Linda, Felicia, Dawn, LaShawn, Inez, and Alicia, Teresa, Monica, Sharon, Nikki, Lisa, Veronica, Karen, Vicky, Cookies. Oh, I met her in the ice cream parlor. Tanya, Diane, Lori, and Carla, Marina, Selena, Katrina, Sabrina, about 3 Kims, Latoya, Tina, Shelly, Bridget, Kathy, Rashida, Kelly, Nicole, Angel, Juanita.
I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me. No Cadillac, no birds you can't see. Then I'm a motherfucking B.I.M.B. I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me. No Cadillac, no birds you can't see. Then I'm a motherfucking B.I.M.B. Now shorty, she in the club, she dancing for dollars. She got a thing for that Gucci, that Fendi, that Prada, that BCBG, Burberry, Dolce & Gabbana. She feed them fools fantasies, they pay her cause they want her. I spit a little G-man and my gang got her. An hour later, had her ass up in the Ramada. Them trick niggas in her ear saying they think about her. I got the bitch by the bar trying to get a drink about her. She like my style, she like my smile, she like the way I talk. She from the country, then she like me cause I'm from New York. I ain't that nigga trying to holler cause I want some head. I'm that nigga trying to holler cause I want some bread. I could care less how she perform when she in the bed. Bitch at that track, catch a date and come and pay the kid. Look baby, this is simple, you can't see. You fucking with me, you fucking with a P.I.M.B.
The man on the moon, I live on the beach, get the sand out your shoes, and all of that changed since I met you. So we can leave that old shit in the restroom. Okay, now I'm into you, like you never knew. I'm falling for you, baby. I need a parachute. So wet, I need a wetsuit. You're way too fly, I could be your jet fuel. Now tell me what you like, I like what you tell me. And if you understand me, then you can overwhelm me. It's too late. It's too late, every finish line is the beginning of a new race, Young Money.
Now tell me who wanna fuck with us? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, now bang. And let your fucking brain tank snitches. Fuck all the maple bitches with riches who carry 22s up in they hosiery. A black teller when my father was, they know that me think he just finished sniffing the key and dipping the D's. Don't hate me, hell Nicky Bonds for hitting my mom's letting the condom pop. Nigga, I was born in the drop. Coke boil in the pot. Shake the feds and bust shots at them street cops. Fuck your point is. My point is double fours at your fucking jaws pointed. Hollow.
They be like, Smooth, what? Can you teach me how to Dougie? You know why? Cause all the girls love me. Hey, all I need is a beat that's super bumpin'. And for you to back it up and dunk it. Get it. Put your arms out front, lean side to side. They gon' be on you when they see you hit that Dougie ride. Ain't nobody getting with my bro from on the side. He go by Bubba and he hit that death like thunder. Okay, I ain't from Dallas, but I deep town boogie. I show my moves off to everybody trying to do me. I lead the functions and all the ladies trying to screw me. Now you just do you, and I'ma do me. Dudes love to hate, so they try to screw me. Females be stuck to me, I think they try to glue me. I make the party shine bright when it started glooming. This beat was bubble gum, so I had to chew it.
Teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie.
Everybody love me, everybody love me, everybody love me. You ain't messing with my Dougie.
Teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie.
Everybody love me, everybody love me, everybody love me. You ain't messing with my Dougie.
wherever you want to go.
Just vibe into the music. This is how we do it.
Select, Zoyana.
Just me and my baby. And I ride. Just me and my boss. No worries at all. Listening to the
Rihanna. Good girl going bad. Take 3. Action. No clouds in my stones. Let it rain. I hydroplane in the thing coming down like a Dow Jones. When the clouds come, we gone. We Rockefellers. We fly higher than weather, and cheap vibes are better. You know me. In anticipation for precipitation, stack chips with a rainy day. Jay, Rain Man is back with Little Miss Sunshine. Rihanna, where you at?
You have my heart, and we'll never be worlds apart. Maybe in magazines, but you still be my star. Baby, 'cause in the dark, you can't see shiny cars, and that's when you need me there. With you, I'll always share. Because when the sunshine will shine together, told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be your friend. Took an oath on us to get out to the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. Ella, ella, eh, eh, eh. Under my umbrella. Ella, ella, eh, eh, eh. Under my umbrella.
God broke the mold when he made this one, I know. She's breathtaking, but so much more. She walks in the room, your lungs close, making you never wanna breathe again. Her boyfriend has got so much dough, so much ice, his neck and wrist froze. Is he faithful to her? Hell no. But she chose to be with him, shorty. Tell me, is the money worth your soul? Tell me, what's the reason that you hold on when you know that dude has a whole wall of them just like you? And girl, you just way too fine. Got to be treated as one of a kind. Girl, use your mind. Don't be just another dime, because I can't take seeing you with him. 'Cause I know exactly what you'll be in his gallery. Just not fair. And it's tearing me apart. You know I can.
So if you ever seem to lose your way, don't drive no fair. Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl. You know I care, girl. 'Cause it's love that we share. I will steer it in the right direction, though I have no fear. Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl. You know I care, girl. 'Cause like
Someone please call 911.
pick up the phone, yo.
Tell them I just been shot down. And the bullets in my heart, and it's piercing through my soul.
I'm losing blood, yo.
Feel my body getting cold. Someone please call 911. The legend is selling. It's fine, what one? And she shot me through my soul.
trendybeats.com.
So cold. Sometimes I feel like I'm a prisoner. I think I'm trapped.
Yeah, I'm out at Brooklyn. Now I'm down in Tribeca, right next to the Narrow. But I'll be hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra. And since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem. All of my Dominicanos right there up on Broadway. Pulled me back to that McDonald's. Took it to my stash spot, 560 State Street. Catch me in the kitchen like a Simmons whipping pastry. Cruising down A Street, off-white Lexus. Driving so slow, but BK is from Texas. Me, I'm out that Bed-Stuy, home of that boy Biggie. Now I live on Billboard, and I brought my boys with me. Say what up to Tata, still sipping my top. Sitting courtside, Knicks and Nets give me high five. Nigga, I be spiked out, I could trip a referee. Tell by my attitude that I most definitely from. Hey.
Concrete jungle with dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Count on New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Lights will never leave. So glad that you fell in love with me. That I wouldn't be without you, babe. Couldn't see me without you, babe.
Hey, baby, my nose is getting big. I know this will be going when I be telling the fibs. Now, you said your trust is getting weaker. Probably cause my lies just started getting deeper. And the reason for my confession is that I learned my lesson. And I really think you ought to know the truth. Because I lied and I cheated and I lied a little more. But after I did it, I don't know what I did it for. I admit that I've been a little immature. With your heart like I was the predator. In my book of lies, I was the editor and the author. I forged my signature, and I apologize for what I did to you. Cause what you did to me, I did to you.
No, 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 baby, no, 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 don't lie. No, 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 yeah, you no, 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 you gotta try. What you gonna do when it all comes out? See, all about.
DJ Selix in the mix.
Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Oh no! The fight's out. I'm about to punch your lights out. Get the fuck back. Guard your grill. It's something wrong. We can't stay still. I've been drinking and busting too, and I've been thinking of busting you. I'm not the motherfucking bowhead. And if your friends jump in, they'll be more dead. Causing confusion, disturbing the peace. It's not an illusion. We run in the streets. So bye-bye to all you groupies and gold diggers. Is there a plumber on your ass? No, nigga. I'm doing 100 on the highway. So when you do it, let me get the fuck out of my real nigga shit. I can't stop that. Brave heart. You should hate me now. Come on. You hate me, I hate you too.
Risky, yes, your body risky.
Risky. What yo?
Roach Beach.
Big ways, fine face, 10 days. I don't dare wait for you, my charge. For you, my charge. You want the phone? Yeah. No case. I no go talk. Scarface for you, my charge. For you, my charge. Take me everywhere you want to go. Oh, tell me everything I want to know. No lies. No lie. Yeah, run am anyhow you want to run. Check out, baby girl, you fire pass it on. Go the house. No doubt. But you say, kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the bar risky. Kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the bar risky.
Risky, yes, your body risky. Me no one go 50-50. Risky, yes, your body
risky.
Risky, yes, your body risky.
Me no one go 50-50.
Risky, yes, your body
risky. Yeah, been a very long time. Yeah, me still a wait for your wine. Body curve up, you clean and cute, so your nipple them blow my mind. Me we give you money anywhere, anytime. Jiggle up your body, make me see your waistline. Yeah, you know you need me and your body risky. I grade and whiskey tonight. Yeah, you know you love, guess why? Dress up in and right hairstyle. Me we give you the world, baby. Me say you are my bonfire. Yeah, you love your style. Ready to give you the ring, girl, child. I'm a bad darling. I'm a bonfire. But you say, kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but body risky. Kilo come.
Man getting high till I fade out. Keep the vibe no pure on my way out. Hula balu, anytime we step out. The men them outside, we know they house. No they look for us, we know they house. So they see the mullah, we don't spray out. Thank God, said the maga don't pay out. Okay, see, I'm ahead of them, I see what you. I'm a fucking baller, you got only me. No man fit talk shit to me, me, you go collect oh. See, I'm on a me, they lead, I see what you. I'm a fucking baller, you got only me. No man fit talk shit to me, you go collect oh. Cheers to my friends and click. When I call them, I all pulling up. We strapped up with the guns and the swords and things. Bring hell to anybody who try to test me. I'm your dad, I'm your uncle, I'm your popsy. I be old man, no go, they call me Gen Z. Where I see, steady giving them the multi love fire. They can never near me. I smile lover, just go. My own boy, don't show. I'm on my polo white, my face show. Sweet boy for life, you don't know. You're serious, babe, they worry my phone. You done this up for back, you don't know. Every day we dey run, I'm on call. Supposed to know how the thing go. Man getting high till I fade out. Give the vibe no pure on my way out. Hula balu, anytime we step out. The men them outside, we know they house. No they look for us, we know they house. So they see the mullah, we don't spray out. Thank God, said the maga don't pay out. Okay, see, I'm ahead of them, I see what you. I'm a fucking baller, you got only me. No man fit talk shit to me, you go collect oh. See, I'm on a me, they lead, I see what you. I'm a fucking baller, you got only me. No man fit talk shit to me, you go collect oh. I'm on a different steez. Singlet belt and ripped out jeans. Man too as I know if you lose that cheese. Oluwa under my body with blessings. When you leave that thing. When I say kukuru cook that thing. Who they check a moya look that thing. Face white, yash black, I rebuke that thing. Let nobody try stress me, I know be JJC. I don't know if you get it. On the top rating, I feel it with the best team. You won't race me, we know they do the same thing. Can I not be jet ski? Omo, you say waiting, no go easy me less. Omo, you go drop creping, I do it diligently.
More music on trendybeats.com.
Man getting high till I fade out. With the vibe no pure on my way out.
I'ma get no be so. Can you want capture my soul?
I'm a gay no be so. Make you one bombo. I'm losing. I'm in Josie. Won't call if you want one Josie. I'm not playing with you, I'm not joking. My thought of mom is loaded. Me, you can flag up, but I'm on board. I'm on duty, but I'm on low key. They want do me, they want do me. They want do me, but they want do me. When you won't want me, when you won't want me. I'm in San Francisco, Jamie. When you won't want me, when you won't want me. I just flew in from Miami. Peru, para, Peru, para. I'm loose. Even Peru done me para.
Pour out the bottle, I wanna level up. When I'm with you, I never get enough. Slow wine, I'm not in a rush. I can hear music when you're here. Tonight we're rolling, party till closing. Since I put the ring on the finger, it's still frozen. Love in slow motion, I wanna feel you over me, yeah. Certain magic in your eyes, yeah. Girl, I love the way you ride it. And it happens every time you arrive, that's right. Girl, I want you in my life, yeah. There's a heaven and it's right here, yeah. I will never leave your side, stay tonight, tonight. When you won't see me, when you won't see me, I'm in West London this evening, giving me the feelings, no I'm not leaving, till I fly LA next weekend. Peru, nah, girl I'd rather go find somewhere quiet. You glow, and I get lost here in your eyes. I'ma gain all my soul, girl you just capture my soul. I'ma gain all my soul, make me wanna just take you home. Peru, bye.
love, oh. Now you the catch my shot, oh. For your sake, I go touch you. We go drive around for my Porsche. Baby, pana, they say you like you all, I get you all. Baby, pana, anywhere that you go, I can follow you to go. Baby, pana, they say you like cassava, I get to pick cassava. Hey, baby, pana, my love for you, you never die, you never die. If I ever, oh baby, if I ever, baby you too sweet, if I ever, my baby dancing to the lagwaja, make a take you to Babalada. If I ever, oh baby, if I ever, baby you too sweet, if I ever, my baby dancing to the lagwaja, oh make a take you to Babalada. So love is a beautiful thing, can you dey cool my temper? Love is a wonderful tender feeling. You dey give me ginger. So baby dance it, dance it, dance it. The beauty in your eyes they give me life, oh oh. Make we give the love the thanks, oh. For the sake of love, oh. Baby leave it abadi bado, and abadi me abadi baba. Oh, for your sake I go kill you, show you love that you never seen before. For like you give me love, oh. Now you are the play ball, oh. Now you the catch my shot, oh.
your sake, I go church. Hey. We go drive around for my Porsche. Baby, pana, they say you like you all. I get you all. Baby, pana, anywhere that you go, I can follow you to go. Baby, pana, they say you like cassava, I get to be cassava. Baby, pana, my love for you.
More music on trendybeats.com.
Never done. And I believe in fast life, but I see it is slow. Oh no, and you see my lifestyle, I got G's in the double. See many people there outside where they feed man's oboe. Oh no, and me I stand the defender like Joseph Yobo. But girl say she want Netflix and chill, so I chatty get even warning. If you fall in love, clearly certain. You go to breakfast, I'm not capping. Can you see dripple, I'm not catching. I'm not faking this, no fugazi. You see these feelings, I'm not catching. I'm on quest and feet, I just want it. Happiness, if I broke, now my business. I'ma show you, you go right. All I care for the night. Happiness, if I broke, now my business. I'ma show you, you go right. All I care for the night.
If you be the reason why your baba want to jealous me. If you want to take I'm serious, I do top speed. No fit to resonate, I'm on a different frequency. I don't think it's necessary. I'll be done with somebody that could do like me. When I be like Musala coming off the right wing, I got to your defender, you no need to tell me. I'm a horse, finesse. And you know say me, I must not. I go carry go. If me I got money past you, if you're not careful, finesse. You know say me I must not. I go carry go. If me I got money past you, if you're not careful. Business. If I broke down my business, I'ma show you go right. All I care for the night. Business. If I broke down my business, I'ma show you go right. All I care for the night. If I broke down my business, I'ma show you go right. All I care for the night. Happiness. If I broke down my business, I'ma show you go right. All I care for the night.
Ọlọ́run má gbé mi fún ayé. Obi ó ti gbé wọn sáré. Kúdé jẹ́ka, tó bá gbé mú ìgò rẹ̀ kan. 7 David Beckham, nothing fit to shake my mental. Come close without permission. Monday, we get the money. Nothing we could give me condition. And shout it, I no get alone me.
Baddest boy, it become biggest boy. Now chicken up on the man toy. Fine boy, I'm all gone. Yeah, you know the system, no get joy. Now I no get joy. Can never call me baddest boy. Oh, baddest boy. Yeah, yeah, baddest boy. It become biggest boy.
trendybeats.com. trendybeats.com.
Anything I do, headline news, situation I no do, then go say I do. Nothing but the truth when I step up in the booth. Not like my life, no be smartin'. Remember last Christmas, Santa Claus gave me the glizzy with the switch dog. So some people no go see this Christmas. Man, them my grasses, most of them not even Christians. Click bang, body sinking at the quicksand. See that full of bomb like Afghanistan.
And if you with me guy, come me know the enemy, them a play, and me know they not sorry for me. People are ball and a skin, cause we bad than we mean. Bloody crime scene, calamity. That's how we shoot out, we and figure Canada G. Make them have a experience, no gravity.
Tell a pussy when I laugh up, when I dead dog. Violate people are dead dog. Should I keep in your bed, cause the Taliban's them a make walk. When I laugh up, when I dead dog. Badness is where we end us. When I shoot people, we end up in a red cross.
No Taliban's like them new reassure guns. Make you not sleep at your yard in a 4 months. And so we make people a mourn out. Like y'all get fucked down a whole house. Laugh bars full of care that me sure about. And if you see me,
thank you so much, Dr. Engineer. It's a pleasure. I mean, you're here on the green carpet with a double shoulder pad when it comes to the and when we talk of the collabo with the engineers, this particular topic is a little bit of a collaboration with the healthcare sector, and I want you to speak on that a little bit. I mean, on behalf of the chairman of the occasion, of course.
So indeed, engineering is about creating practical solutions to everyday problems, and it seemed like you said for this year, it centers around the role of chemical engineers in the health sector, and well, without giving too
bragging right. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. That's the chemical in the things that's needed. Thank you so
go do for you? She promised say you don't go let me go. And last night you told me that it's all over. It paid me, oh. But I want it for you. Walk beside you. And I want it by you. To call you my boo. But I want it for you. Walk beside you. And I want it by you. To call you my boo. Baby, don't be so. Don't leave me go. Don't leave me go. Baby, don't be so. Don't leave me go. Over them all. If they want tongue Goliath, I be David for life. Oluwade my side. Over them all. If they want tongue Goliath, I be David for life. Oluwade my side. Over them all. 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 Over them. I dey sit my mattel. I paint down with my cartel. Number one, no forget. If you dey vex, make you go kick it bucket. Oh no, I love it, take it. I swear to God, they love it, change me. Them go run back for my mess, you. But them won't play me like Messi. Shake me, let me they call my phone. Let me they come my home. That be like slow, but I fly over them like drone. Oh no, over them all. If they want tongue Goliath, I be David for life. Oluwade my side. Over them all. If they want tongue Goliath, I be David for life. Oluwade my side. Over them all. 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 Over them. Too many blessings me I know fit talk. If then they wait, make them see me flop. Them go wait till thy kingdom come. You carry gun, me I carry bomb. We go to shock them like high tension. Who knows how good them go become come.
A wonderful time here on the green carpet for the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineer, AKWA IBOM Cross River State Chapter. I still remain your green carpet host, Alpha Girl Gems, and I have the pleasure of having the It's been a wonderful time here on the green carpet for the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineer, AKWA IBOM Cross River State Chapter. I still remain your green carpet host, Alpha Girl Gems, and I have the pleasure of having the President General among the gentlemen and ladies in the association. What do you mean, sir? I mean, first of all, I must say I love your outfit. What is this outfit representing tonight? And when we talk about breakthrough, what has been the most significant milestone for you, especially as the president of this particular association?
also bringing them in quite job employment. So to me, that's a major thing because then in the civil service, not like medical engineering, large engineers, but about to say to you that we have our own cadre where medical engineers are now being employed. So that's a major thing.
Wow.
What is actually happening today? Jara, Jara mentioned because I had been advocating my team. I'm very happy that someone can actually call out
Thank you so much, President of the AKWA, Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, IBOM State and Cross River State chapter. It's been a pleasure. I know that you put in so much along with the committee and every sponsors and members. What is that one significant thing that the audience will be expecting tonight? And then give us the direct delivery comments.
Okay. That's why we have to health is where human life is something that is related to if someone sees us, yes, chemical engineers, this guy is actually doing that. That's why we needed to really teach health where that treatment has capacity plants, health centers, one is to bank, another one is at work, and another one is at the head. They're coming up with innovation where primary health centers, that is where we have grassroots people. That's where we want to scale down what we think of it where you don't really have the few people having access to no relevance of oxygen. And we are coming up with that innovation so that our people there also have access to what we consider. But not just that, we are actually planning a platform where we create a sustainability platform where AKWA is medical oxygen sufficient, where AKWA is also building context, where AKWA is also building capacity, so that we will be the hub from other states in the South region, Southwest, seeking it to get solutions to their medical oxygen issue.
All right, thank you so much. Enough said, but of course, you know that the president has said tonight is how we represent excellence and celebrating of that significant impact that the society have created. We would want to know, aside from the effects of the healthcare, and different other sectors, oil and gas, let us have a little fun on the red carpet tonight. Okay, so tell me, if you were to give someone an award this night, show me in just 30 seconds whose expectations or whose reaction would amaze you the most. Just tell me the person and show me how the person will react.
Oh, the person is actually excited. So I know they're just sitting there what's happening.
Wow.
But one thing with us is that we're watching the reviews, making advances and making not just but so for this year we've actually picked some from other sectors. We picked some from other sectors, we picked from the academia, we picked from the private sector, we picked from government, we picked from legislative house.
Wow!
Yeah, so it's cutting across.
So we're expecting people from the various sectors.
Definitely.
Wow, impressive.
We cannot just engage or actually get the big one. We don't have the health framework that backs
and don't involve all the bodies.
So they need to also understand where are we going to, where are they heading to, what are they trying to do. So when you bring all these people mingle into a single point and get a picture of the objective and we are driving at, I think it makes it seamless and easy for us to actually take off.
Thank you so much. It's not just giving, he didn't just give us the reaction, he also hinted on why this reaction might come to play tonight. Let's give a big shout out to whoever designed this and who put this together. Did you put this together or you had a stylist?
Yeah, I do. My wife is always any outfit you see.
Big shout out to
big shout out to engineers, Mrs. Barrister.
Woo! Nice one. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to have you on the green carpet. Do enjoy the rest of the evening. Of course, I know you will. All right, guys. That was the president of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineer, and we've spoken with him. We know what we're expecting tonight at the awards dinner night, but there's so much more to unpack on the green carpet. So stay with us. Chicken. Calm down. Let's take this.
It's not what you so we can do.
Welcome, camera, smile. Thank you. Smile. Thank you. One smile. Okay. It's lovely. Okay.
Thank you. Can we take a little time? Just 1 minute, yes, please.
Ready?
Please, I request, may we rise as we take the national anthem, please. May we all rise, please. Thank you. Let's postpone whatever we're doing. Let's all rise on our feet. We'll take the first stanza, and the second stanza will serve as the opening prayer. The DJ is going to lead us through that. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Please, may we have our seat. On your way to your seat, I want you to turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor good evening. Can you say hi to the person sitting next to you? Just tell the person good evening and tell the person you're very much welcome. All right, because those gathered here, more are engineers, and it's very, very necessary for us to give some safety briefing. Please join me as I make welcome to give us some guides on safety. Engineer Daniel. Please, let's applaud him as he makes his way to the stage, please. We have to be properly guided before we go on with other proceedings of the event. Please, let's applaud him as he makes his way to the stage to give us some safety. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus.
evening, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, men of the praise. You are welcome to the 2025 edition of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers Dinner and Award Night. And of course, since we are here, it is pertinent for us to remind ourselves of the safety rules, that in case there is any emergency, we can all live here unhurt. I like to inform us that here seated by my right, all the glass windows here will serve as part of the safety emergency exit in case of an emergency. And I also want to encourage and charge us, in case of any emergency, please, let's move out orderly. Don't need to rush until we all get out safe. And while walking around, you see the wires, please be careful so you will not slip and fall. In case of any emergency, as we are moving out, by my left, that's where we will gather at a muster point and take further instructions to ensure that we have an 8 count and be sure nobody is trapped. I trust God that there will be no such incident and need. In case there is any, by my left hand here, at the corridor we have the necessary emergency firefighting equipment that can handle the incipient stage of emergency. I know there will be no need for them, but we have to remind ourselves that in case there is an emergency, we can all be guided. Thank you very much. I wish us a safe dinner and award night 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Please let's applaud Engineer Daniel for that very important safety tips. I was expecting, since Nadina, they could tell us how to use our toothpick. Make it for no come out blood for him. Please let's applaud him some more, please. Very quickly, I'd love to constitute the head table. First and foremost, I'd love to recognize in our midst the governor of this event, the person that has been carefully selected to be seated as the chairman of this occasion. He is Engineer Chief Augustine Ukpong, a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, also a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, fellow Nigerian Institute of Mechanical Engineer, ably represented at this event by Engineer Dr. Jeremiah Anietie. Please, may we give him a round of applause, please. Is that the best you can clap for His Excellency, the governor of this event? So you're very much welcome. Also, I would love to recognize the co-chairman, who I might decide to call the deputy governor of this very event. He is Mr. Morgan Nyangzi Amandi, ably represented here by his dear wife, who is ably here, Mrs. Mfonobong Morgan. Please, let's applaud her as well, please.
Here we go. It's getting close.
Thank you so very much. I also love to quickly recognize in our midst, this time, Engineer and Mrs. Ikemesi Orok, the chairman of this very. Please let's applaud him, please. Thank you. And also let me also recognize in our midst Engineer Emmanuel IBOM, that is the vice chairman, please. Please let's applaud him, please. Thank you. I recognize all the entire ESCO of the AKWA State and Cross River State chapter. On that note, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I especially make welcome for a welcome speech. Please join me to make welcome the chapter chairman as he makes his way to the stage to officially welcome us to this event before we go on with other activities. Please let's applaud him as he comes to the stage. The chapter chairman of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I have to pick myself up.
Thank you very much, MC. Good evening, all. I want to start by apologizing for us starting very late. For us in chemical engineering, we are not used to starting things late, but we had to give some people the benefit of doubt to come reach us so that they will not get to miss the crux of what we are about to deliver to them. So you are all welcome this evening. So let me give an address by the chairman of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, who happens to stand in front of you, for IBOM and Cross River State Chapter on the occasion of their 2025 end-of-year dinner and award night, holding today, 12th of December 2025, in this hall that we are seated. The protocol is already observed. Let me start by our distinguished chairman of the occasion, also seated by his side, our esteemed co-chairman, our special guest of honor, our guest speaker, our award recipients and honorees, past chairman of our great chapter, senior colleagues, fellows, members of Nsche, our invaluable partners and sponsors, our inductees who are going to be brought into our fold today, gentlemen of the praise, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to AKWA Cross chapter. It is with a heart full of gratitude and immense pleasure that I welcome you all to this prestigious gathering, the 2025 end-of-year dinner and award night of Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, IBOM and Cross River State Chapter. Tonight, we are not just here to dine and wine and walk. We are here to celebrate a legacy of excellence, to ignite conversations for the future, and to honor those who have exemplified the very best of our profession and showcase the values that Nsche treasures. We are profoundly privileged to have in our midst a man whose distinguished career is a blueprint for engineering excellence, Engineer Chief Augustine Ukpong, who is ably represented by Engineer Dr. Jeremiah Enetie, who graciously accepted to serve as our chairman of the occasion. Sir, your presence lends great credence to this event. Also to our astute co-chairman, Mr. Morgan Nyakezi Amadi, who is also represented by his dear wife, Engineer Mrs. Mfonobong Morgan Amadi. We thank you for your continued support and for sharing your wealth of experience as always with us. A special and heartfelt gratitude to our special guest of honor, who has already informed that he will be here, Dr. Akem Emmanuel John, the Honorable Commissioner for Health. Your presence here tonight is a powerful symbol of the collaborative bridge we are building between the engineering and the health care sector in our dear state. Our recent courtesy call has blossomed into this partnership, and we are truly grateful. Our appreciation also goes to the guest of honor, Right Honorable Uyemi Dem, PhD, who through shared aspirations is here to give us the special legislative cover that will yield the support we so desperately need. We salute our guest speaker, Engineer Ndoroyen Kingsley Ekanem, whose lecture will undoubtedly enrich our understanding of the theme of today's event. This year, we choose a theme that is both a call to action and a reflection of our evolving role as chemical engineers. The role of chemical engineers in fostering a sustainable future for the healthcare sector in AKWA IBOM State. For too long, the narrative of a chemical engineer seemed confined to the oil and gas sector, but tonight we expect to boldly expand that narrative, particularly to encompass a critical role in fostering a sustainable healthcare sector. We are the architects of processes, the custodians of safety, and the innovators of sustainable solutions. The healthcare sector, with its challenges in pharmaceutical, manufacturing, medical oxygen supply, waste management, and equipment design, is a clear frontier for our expertise. It is a domain where our skills in process optimization, thermodynamics, and material science can directly be deployed to save lives and build a more resilient society. This year has been a year of purposeful engagement. I am proud to highlight a few of our achievements. We successfully held 10 impactful technical paper presentations and workshops fostering continuous learning. We also conducted a public lecture and utilized the avenue to connect chemical and allied engineering professionals to the latest softwares to enhance their professional competencies, quality of work, and efficiency. We embarked on strategic advocacy, including a high productive courtesy call to the State Ministry of Health, where we presented our medical oxygen production and nitrogen recovery initiative, a project we are committed to seeing through. The Nitrogen Recovery System Initiative, our pioneering work with the Ministry of Health, aims to transform hospital oxygen plants into multi-product utilities, creating a circular economy in the healthcare sector. Historic professional inclusion. After sustained advocacy, I want to proudly report to you that the chemical engineering profession has been officially included in the AKWA IBOM State recruitment portal and scheme of service for the first time for the past 35 years. STEM education advocacy. We sustain the advocacy of chemical engineering and the advancement of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics through career counseling in secondary schools. This year, we expanded the scope to include donation of not just textbooks, but science equipment to secondary schools. The June visit to Western and Secondary School, Commercial School Ukanafun, where the society donated science equipment, stationaries, textbooks, and other study materials worth millions of naira, stands as a great testimony to our commitment to positively impacting STEM education. We have actively strengthened our collaborations with industry and academia, expanding our chapter's influence and relevance. As part of efforts to enhance our team's capacity for more productive engagement, we inaugurated a pro-tem executive committee for Calabar Cell to work towards the actualization of Cross River State chapter of our esteemed society. We also paid a courtesy call on the Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Ikodobasi. As part of efforts to build collaboration, we utilized that opportunity to donate customized laboratory coats to the school to be engaged by the chemical engineering students of that school. While celebrating these achievements, we also recognize the deplorable state of laboratory facilities in our tertiary institutions. The absence of functional science equipment threatens the quality of chemical engineering education and requires urgent attention. We believe our stakeholders here are hearing, and they will help us to see how those institutions can be well equipped with chemical engineering laboratory facilities. A vital part of today's ceremony is a formal induction of our new members. May I respectfully call on our new inductees to please rise. Our inductees, please, can you rise? To you, our new inductees, we say a very special welcome. You are not just joining a society, you are becoming part of a legacy. You are going to bring fresh energy and ideas that are crucial for our future. We charge you to be active, to contribute, and to grow with us as we collectively advance the frontiers of our profession. May you please put a round of applause to our new inductees. It's not easy to become a chemical engineer licensed. Today we are going to usher them into the profession that they had always wished to become. So sit down, please. Thank you very much. To the awards we will present shortly. They are not just merely plaques and certificates. They are our society's highest token of appreciation. They are bestowed and will be bestowed upon individuals and organizations who have demonstrated remarkable innovation, unwavering integrity, and profound positive impact in their respective fields. To our awardees, we say thank you. Thank you for being the beacons that light the path for others to follow. Let me also commend the chairman of today's planning committee, my very distinguished engineer Emmanuel Benebong, and his entire team for their tireless efforts in putting together this beautiful evening. You can see your ambient. It was because of serious hard work, and that's why we are all really refreshed here. As I conclude, I wish to challenge every one of us here tonight. Let us look beyond the familiar. Let us seek out collaborative opportunities like the one we are fostering with the State Ministry of Health to apply our problem-solving skills to the most pressing challenges in our society. Let this dinner be more than a societal event. Let it be the catalyst for innovation, of partnership. On that note, I wish you all a very delightful evening, filled with enriching conversation and joyful celebration. Thank you for listening, and God bless. And may I use this opportunity to also wish each and every one of you a very Merry Xmas and Happy New Year in advance. Long live Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers. Long live AKWA IBOM and Cross River State Chapter. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
trendybeats.com.
Please, let's make that round of applause louder than that. Please, let's celebrate our chairman. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Please, let's applaud him some more, please. Thank you. You know, he said something. We should appreciate those that will be inducted into the Society of Chemical Engineers today. A lot of people did not clap. Please, let's applaud them some more, please. Let's applaud them. In the house, do we have a student of chemical engineer in the house? Can they also rise, please? Men stand up. Abemo we see now. If students, please, let's applaud them as well. Thank you. You know, go know why I say may you clap. While we are celebrating those that will be newly inducted and those that have been in the system for quite some while, please also celebrate us that also attempted to be one. Attempted chemical engineer like me, it did not come work. Maybe say I be not get the admission, I get the admission. But you know, say if person write exam, if he pass, he go say I had an A, I had an B, a B. Not be so. But if you don't fail, he go say they gave me F. Then go change mouth. Just like our chairman was saying, See, right now, we check the state civil service portal. You can find chemical engineers and other engineering portfolio if you apply for. How many of you are also aware that some people write the exam and add like 12%, like my landlord picking? Scored 12%. Till today, the father don't let me no come back to his house again. But that no mean. Why I said attempted, they say some of us been try. You know, whether you like it or not, in as much as you try, you know work. If you go try another thing. Like me, I tried and tried and tried. 2 times, you know work. Nobody tell me, I go do course where mathematics no they inside. Hello? Maybe say engineering too hard. No, now that math not be the problem. I mean of now, since some of now will be fellow today, some of now been carry over the maths. No be so. But at the end of the day, you succeeded. Please applaud yourself for succeeding. Those of them where they clap, look them, we ask them the truth. The truth of the matter is that so many people will tell their children, when I was in school, I used to carry first. My neighbor last week in Peking go see in resort. Say, Daddy, but he said he used to carry first. He said, that one a photocopy. When they wonder whether photocopy and original difference there. Whether you like it or yes, Nigeria is the best country to be because sometimes it don't really matter what you study. But I give it to engineers because you know if you fake them. If you are not an engineer, you are not an engineer. Am I right? Am I right? Yes. If you are not an engineer, irrespective of the level, you know B. You know if you pretend about the whole thing. But there are some other courses where we say, whether you be or you know be, if you just come pretend, like say you be. That's what it in be. At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, because we'll be having a dinner, and I know so many big men, they like to eat once they don't day too late. Once they reach like 8, 9 o'clock, big men they chop again. Now we like this, even at 1 a.m., we see the swallow fufu. At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, may I recognize in our midst Dr. Blessed Udoekpo. The entire team is here. Please just stand and think about, please. Dr. Blessed Udoekpo Foundation. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Wow. All right. At this point in time, I want those of you that have not gotten the program, there's a barcode on everything on that table. That paper in front of you, just scan it and you have the program of the event already on your phone, please. Go ahead and open up your phone and then scan the barcode and then the program of this event will be on your phone. I request us to get our writing materials ready because we're about listening to a lecture presentation at this event. So let's get our writing part because definitely you're going to learn something very new. The theme of this event is the role of chemical engineers in fostering a sustainable future for the healthcare sector. Very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please join me as I respectfully make welcome to present his lecture, Engineer Ndotoyin K. Ekanem, a member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Please, let's put our hands together as he comes on stage. The MD Alpha 1 Technical Services Uyo AKWA. Say, please let's applaud him as he makes his way to the stage for the lecture. Thank you. Please let's not stop clapping until he takes the microphone. Wow. Thank you so very much. Please let's applaud him as he comes. Thank you.
This one goes out to all my women, you know, my strong women. So amazing how this world was made. I wonder if God is a woman. The gift of life astounds me to this day. I give it up for the woman. She's the constant wind that fills my sail. Oh, that woman. With a smile and a star She'll protect you like a child. That's a woman. She'll put a smile upon.
All right, please, before we take the dinner lecture, please, may I request the governor of this event to please step forward for his opening remark. Please, let's applaud His Excellency, the governor of this event, as he step forward to give his opening remark, please. Please, let's applaud him as he makes his way. Thank you. Thank you.
Watch this now. Hey, wanna get me hot this year? Where them a go do if you hold me? What do you mean? What to get me wicked this year? Not even water can gold me. Not a mercy. What to get me? 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 Wicked, wicked, and never get that. This will get damage, damage. Don't trespass, 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 trespass.
So I think it was about 2 hours ago. So I was just preparing to come for this location, and I got a message from Engineer Chief Augustine Okpong informing me that unfortunately he will not be able to make it to the location, that I should stand on his behalf. So this speech is on behalf of Engineer Chief Augustine Okpong. The Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, AKWA IBOM State and Cross River State Chapter, annual end of year dinner and awards night held on Friday, December 12, 2025, with the theme, the role of chemical engineers in fostering a sustainable future for the healthcare sector. Esteemed co-chairman, special guest of honor for today's occasion, guest speaker, award recipients and honorees, the chairman and other executives of the chapter, past chairman of the great AKWA Cross chapter, colleagues, fellows, members of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure and an honor to stand in for the chairman of the occasion at this year's event. I thank the leadership of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, AKWA IBOM and Cross River State Chapter for the privilege, and I congratulate every member for yet another year of excellence, resilience, and impactful contributions to our society. Tonight is one of those nights where we celebrate. It is a night where the celebration is for achievement. We celebrate service, community, and we also celebrate the unbroken spirit of chemical engineers who continue to hold and shape the industries that sustain our society. It is also a night of reflection, guided by the very thoughtful theme of this particular event, the role of chemical engineers in fostering a sustainable future for the healthcare sector. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you back to about 5 years ago. The COVID-19 era reminded us that the world is something we as engineers have always known. COVID-19 reminded the world of something that we as engineers have always known. And that is that healthcare is not only medicals, but it is deeply technological, scientific, and infrastructural.
beyond every syringe, every tablet, every diagnostic, every chemical, every medical device, and every sterilization process lies the invisible hands of chemical engineer. This year's theme is particularly timely as we navigate a world that is constantly shaped by population growth, emerging diseases and pandemics, supply chain shocks, and the urgency of sustainability. The question before us as engineers is simple. What unique value can chemical engineers bring to the table? What is the value we bring to the future of the healthcare sector? Permit me to highlight 5 areas where I think chemical engineers are already making profound difference and where even greater impact lies ahead. Firstly, pharmaceutical manufacturing and process intensification. As most of us in the room today will know, chemical engineers are central to designing the processes that produce medicine. From what is called APIs, that is active pharmaceutical ingredients, to vaccines and so on and so forth. Currently, Nigeria has been pushing for local pharmaceutical manufacturing. And this calls to the expertise of chemical engineers in the following areas. 1, scaling of production safely and efficiently, implementing continuous manufacturing technologies, ensuring quality, purity, and regulatory compliance, and reducing cost so that essential medicines become readily available, accessible, and affordable. In short, a sustainable healthcare system requires a sustainable domestic pharmaceutical industry, and that industry depends on chemical engineering. Secondly, medical materials, advanced medical materials, polymers, and devices. Chemical engineers design the bioreactors for antibiotics, for vaccines, for insulin, and other critical therapeutics. From biodegradable sutures to dialysis membranes, controlled releases, drug capsules, and advanced prosthetics, chemical engineers design the materials that modern medicine rely on. When I say we, I'm referring to the noble chemical engineers, their practice. We are also driving innovations in biopolymers for environmentally friendly medical disposables, nanomaterials for smart drug delivery, and sterile and antimicrobial surfaces for hospitals. What I have just listed is how chemical engineers are addressing sustainability and infection control at the same time. 3, clean energy, utilities, and process safety in hospitals. Healthcare facilities are energy intensive. Chemical engineers will help to prioritize what I want to list below. 1, medical oxygen production and distribution. And I'm so happy when I went through the program, I saw that there is going to be a detailed lecture around this particular subject. So other areas chemical engineers can help optimize include waste to energy systems, cogeneration and clean energy options, water treatment, sterilization, and HVAC systems. That is heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. A sustainable hospital is not just one that treats patients well, but one that is energy efficient, safe, and environmentally responsible. 4, waste management and environmental stewardship. Medical waste poses a serious threat to communities. Chemical engineers can help and contribute by designing safe waste segregation and treatment systems, developing cleaner incineration and sterilization technologies, recycling plastics used in healthcare, ensuring emissions and effluents meet environmental standards. This is where engineering meets public health. 5, and the last, research, digitalization, and biotechnology. From computational modeling of drug interactions to process automation in life science facilities, chemical engineers are always key players in emerging biotech and digital health. They bring systems thinking, that is the ability to connect the dots between chemistry, energy, materials, economics, and sustainability. Then what is the mandate for chemical engineers for the future? As the healthcare sector expands across Nigeria, sustainability must be more than a slogan. It must be engineered. We need healthcare systems that are energy efficient, that are environmentally responsible, that are technologically adaptive, and that are locally viable. Chemical engineers are positioned to lead this transformation. Let me talk about the role of chemical engineers in AKWA IBOM State and by extension in also Cross River State. So this is a call to action. The past 2 decades have seen significant investment by successive governments in AKWA IBOM State, for example. There has been deliberate investment in healthcare infrastructure, medical workforce development, and community-level health access. But as facilities expand from the IBOM multi-speciality hospital, as it's called now, to cottage hospitals across the LGAs, we must ask ourselves, how can chemical engineers strengthen the sustainability, reliability, and resilience of AKWA IBOM's healthcare system? Permit me to highlight 5 priority areas I think chemical engineers can contribute. The first one is in strengthening medical oxygen systems across the state. So like I said before, during COVID-19, many hospitals in Nigeria struggled with oxygen shortages. AKWA IBOM State was not an exception. Thankfully, AKWA IBOM State has made progress, but the need for reliable, safe, and scalable oxygen generation and distribution remains crucial, especially in secondary hospitals. Chemical engineers can support the State Ministry of Health by either investing or assisting to design and optimize PSA oxygen plants, improving piping, purification, and storage systems, ensuring compliance with process safety standards, assisting the regulator and pointing out areas where there could be improvements, supporting local fabrication and maintenance capability. Second area will be in pharmaceutical supply chain and local manufacturing opportunity. AKWA IBOM State is moving towards becoming an industrial hub. We see that in the policies and the programs of successive state governments. But this opens opportunities for local production of essential medicines, IV fluids, disinfectants, medical gases, and other consumables. Chemical engineers can help the state by designing small to medium scale pharmaceutical plants, supporting the regulatory journey from concept to certification, enhancing quality control processes, and reducing dependence on imports. The third area will be in waste management and pollution control, especially in our hospitals. Most healthcare facilities in AKWA IBOM State still use basic incinerators or open burning for medical waste, with associated emissions that affect the surrounding communities. Chemical engineers can intervene through the design of cleaner flue gas treatment designs, autoclave-based waste sterilization units, environmentally sensitive, responsive ash handling, hazardous chemical waste treatment, and energy recovery technologies where these are feasible. As a state that is committed to environmental cleanliness, improving medical waste management completely aligns with the vision and aspiration and the long-term health and ecological goals of Akwa Ibom State. Number 4, water treatment, dialysis safety, and hospital utility. Reliable water treatment is essential for, like we all know, dialysis, for sterile processing, for laboratory services, for infection control, for HVAC systems, and also for general patient care. Chemical engineers can enhance sustainability by designing water purification and wastewater treatment systems, ensuring the safe industrial chemical handling within hospitals, improving energy efficiency of hospital utilities, developing preventive maintenance plans for critical systems. 5, and finally, supporting Akwa Ibom State's move towards bioeconomy and health technology. Akwa Ibom State is well positioned to leverage biotechnology, agro-based industries, and digital solutions to support healthcare. However, chemical engineers will be instrumental when they contribute to the support of research and development, the advancing of polymer and material solutions for biomedicals, participating in digitalization of healthcare operations, and driving innovation hubs, university partnerships, and STEM mentorship. There is a collective responsibility for everyone. The journey to a sustainable healthcare sector requires stronger collaboration between engineers and medical professionals, stronger engagements with Akwa Ibom State, and by extension, Cross River State Ministries of Health and Ministries of Science and Technology, embracing innovation, local manufacturing, and environmental safety, and encouraging young chemical engineers to explore careers in health-related industries. Chemical engineers must position themselves not only as problem solvers, but as strategic partners in the development agenda for both states. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate today, I encourage us to look beyond the traditional boundaries of chemical engineering. The healthcare sector needs chemical engineers who innovate, chemical engineers who collaborate, chemical engineers who Nigeria stands at a critical point where strengthening healthcare is not just optional. It is foundational to national development and economic resilience. And chemical engineering has the tools, the mindsets, and the discipline to drive that transformation. Let me give a parting word to young engineers in the room. To our students and young professionals here tonight, your journey is only just beginning. The healthcare sector is one of the most promising fields for chemical engineers globally. Embrace continuous learning, be bold in your innovations, and never underestimate the value of your skill set. Nigeria, Akwa Ibom, and the world at large need your ideas. Let me end by congratulating all award recipients that will be honored tonight. Your contributions illuminate the path for younger engineers and remind us that excellence remains the heartbeat of this great profession. To the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, Akwa Ibom State and Cross River State Chapter, thank you for your commitment to professionalism and national development. I wish everyone a very memorable celebration tonight, a restful holiday season, and a prosperous 2026 ahead. Thank you. Have a beautiful evening, and God bless us all.
trendybeats.com
Thank you. Thank you. May I invite to the head table engineer Offiong Abia. Please let's applaud him as he makes his way to the head table, please. Engineer Offiong Abia. Thank you. All right. Before I invite the spouses of Nsche for a playlet, please, I'd love to invite someone to come crack our ribs a little while before we allow that play to take place. Please join me as I make welcome for a comedy performance, MC, comedian, Godson. Please let's applaud him as he comes through, please.
Trendybeats.com.
Thank you very much. With due respect to my chairman and members of the head table, please, before I proceed, turn to your neighbor. Tell your neighbor. Look at your neighbor, eyeball to eyeball. Tell your neighbor. Tell your neighbor, bo. If you're happy to be here, put your hands together for Jesus. All right, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I don't talk too much now because as I marry, things don't change. Because like before you marry, go just they behave anyhow. But my wife know they too talk. If she just look you go comport. Please, last week Saturday something happened. Please, as a pastor in church, there's some things we used to do we shouldn't do again. I went for a wedding. I was called to come and MC. And then the pastor called out the couple and said, if there's anybody that doesn't want this couple to be joined together, should come out now or forever remain silent. Pastor don't ginger, nobody come out. Why you no leave them? If there's anybody that doesn't want this couple to be joined together, should come out now or forever remain silent. See the groom turn back, say anybody. Bride turn back, nobody come out. Pastor, leave them, nobody come out. Why you no leave them? If there's anybody that doesn't want this couple to be joined together, should come out now or forever remain silent. One idiot from back stand up. Say, Pastor, say, yes, my friend, come out. What do you have to say? As the groom see the guy, groom don't jump window. Then the bride don't faint. He said, yes, my friend, carry microphone. What do you have to say? The idiot collect microphone. Say, Pastor, I been want to let you know, say, we for back, we know they hear you. If now you be the bride and the groom, waiting you go do that idiot. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. Thank you very much.
All right, please applaud MC, comedian, Godson, please. To make person laugh for this country now, not be smarting. The country already, they frustrate a lot of people. So please, let's applaud him some more, please. Thank you. Please join me as I make welcome the Nsche spouses as they take their time, please. Thank you. Please, let's applaud them as they take the center stage. Thank you.
I better pass me my cup. I just want to have fun. I know I worry too much. I don't they gather my funds. Me and my guys they on soft. If you they hate it, no be my fault. But I wait for your door. Yo, I'm dripping. Blue water Fiji. Balenciaga Ricky. Girls no one leave me. Show money for my guys like I been biscuits. We lit team. Push it peace on low key. Don't play with me, I do this. I no get competition. My enemy na Saba. Now I gotta. Cause I no feel lose God. Really matter. Next month, inshallah. Start to the plan. Keep my head up, people do say sometimes it seems very hard. I'm on me, my dream be my pocket feel. guarantee, man. No time for beefing anybody. No be waiting, bring me come here. I know like stress. I better pass me my cup. I just want to have fun. I know I worry too much. I know I worry too much.
Just died because of lack of medical oxygen. Jesus, I'm so heartbroken. I'm so heartbroken. God. Oh my God.
Is that not Sister Ika?
Oh God. In this kind of hospital.
That should be Sister Ika.
Jesus, oh.
Sister
that
Ika.
child.
Sister Ika. What is
Jesus,
happening? Why are you talking to yourself?
I came to visit a friend though. I was not ready for all this drama. This drama I've just seen in this hospital is busting my head.
What is happening?
Can you imagine? A child just died because of lack of medical oxygen. And if you stand and see another one is struggling to breathe. Fun look now, fun look.
No, I won't be able to look at
Jesus,
the baby. Please.
And the funniest part of it all is that it's expensive. It is so expensive. And it's not even available.
Wait.
Nurses are complaining everywhere. Everywhere.
Wait. What are you telling me? Is it that the medical oxygen is costly and at the same time not available?
It's not even that safe. The facility is locked. Those people that are supposed to attend to people are not even there to render services.
What is happening?
I'm so heartbroken. I am so heartbroken.
I hope your friend's son is okay.
Okay, we thank God.
I came to see my uncle and very soon he will be discharged.
I hope he does not need medical oxygen.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
You see this problem we are facing, very soon it will be over. God will help us.
I pray so. I pray so. Let's be going. What can we do? We should take this side.
Is that not Sister Heidi?
Why are you two together? What happened?
My dear, all is not well.
What happened?
All is not well.
I came to visit a friend though. And a child just died because of lack of medical oxygen.
It's kind of big hospital.
So heartbreaking.
Jesus.
It's so heartbreaking. I'm so sad.
Jesus Christ.
I am so heartbroken. Wow.
I came to see one of my friends that has just put to bed. So I was about leaving when I saw two of you. It's so pathetic. What will we do? It's only God that will help us in this country.
Yes, my sister. There's nothing we can do for now.
Anyway, since we are going the same route, can we just find a place and relax?
Me, I'm not ready to relax. What is happening?
Just forget about it. Let's go and relax. Why?
I didn't come with money. It's better let me go home.
You didn't come with what?
I did not come with enough money. Let me go home, please. Sister,
what about your husband's ATM? You did not ask for it.
Card?
Yes. Always ask, he will give it to you. That's why we call them our ATM.
Okay, I've heard you.
Let's just find a place and relax, dear.
I'm so heartbroken. I'm so heartbroken.
Yes. Forget. Let's go and relax.
Would they have snails in that place?
That place that we went the other time.
Let's go.
Let's go
there.
Let's go there, please.
See my own journey, person. I am in a journey, person. They go do like they no see say food you no do. They go do like they no see say road you no good do.
They have everything.
Okay, if they have snails, it's okay.
You and snails.
I don't know what is wrong with you.
I'm not used to hard life.
Just please call the barman.
Take anything is on me.
Okay.
Yes, now.
Barman, please give me malt and chicken. Let the chicken very dry.
Your own is good though. Please give me snails or peppered snails. Please add legend, the very cold one.
Hey, give me fresh fish and that star what?
Star rattler. I've taught you so many times. So I want to you okay? My dear, the scene in that hospital is still disturbing me. I can't get over it. Eh? How can a child die because of medical oxygen? Lack of medical oxygen. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Anyway, my sister, let us not allow the unpredictability of medical oxygen to add to our worries. You see this medical oxygen, very soon, it will not be a thing of luxury. It will be a right for every citizen because it will be available, affordable, even in the community health centers.
Abi?
Yes.
That brings me to the role of chemical engineers in fostering a sustainable future in the healthcare sector.
Yes, talking about the role of chemical engineers in the healthcare system. I've heard that they have just completed the latest oxygen grade system in the state.
Exactly. Our chemical engineers, in line with the governor's rights agenda, have actually brought a lasting solution to this issue. With them, there is hope, and trust me, this is just the beginning. Because their target beneficiaries are those people in the grassroots areas, the villages, the primary healthcare sector, those in the grassroots sector in the villages, because our chemical engineers have actually reduced this medical oxygen into skits that can be easily be deployed to the villages. That's too much.
Yes, so this is a remarkable breakthrough. A resilient healthcare emergency system with an integrated framework of policies, personnel, and technologies to ensure that the healthcare system can be effectively respond to and recovery from emergencies without collapsing.
Exactly.
Well, we have been talking about medical oxygen since we started. You know, this medical oxygen is not this ordinary oxygen.
Yes.
This one is a high purity form of oxygen that is specifically produced, stored, and used for medical purposes. It is very essential in the treatment of patients with high, low breathing, and also is very essential in conditions that result in low oxygen levels in the blood.
Exactly. Our husbands are geniuses. Do you know that the method they're using to actually produce this medical oxygen is actually called the pressure swing absorption system? You know, this system and this method actually extracts this oxygen from other gases. Other gases, I mean nitrogen and other rare gases, so that they can have this medical oxygen in its purest form.
Our husbands, they are very good in processes, separations, and designs. Abi, I lie?
You not lie.
No, not at all.
That is why the society have benefited a lot from their designs and processes.
Exactly.
You know, our chemical engineers, they achieve this by combining the expertise in chemistry, biology, engineering, to create environmental solutions to make healthcare system more accessible and equitable.
Exactly. And you know what? Their contribution to the healthcare sector are numerous. Example, after extracting this oxygen and from nitrogen and other rare gases, they have come up with a design to convert this nitrogen and other rare gases to something still beneficial for the healthcare sector. They have designed something to actually be used for the preservation of biological lab, for the preservation of tissues, blood, and blood samples still in medical laboratories. Are they not great?
They are great because they collaborate with the scientists to design holistic, sustainable care system by recovering active ingredients and self-handle cytotoxin and antibiotics residues.
Exactly.
Our chemical engineers have designed and improved processes in manufacturing medicines and other medical products that reduces energy and other harmful emissions.
Yes, so, and this nitrogen and all, do you know that this nitrogen and other gray gases can also be used in food processing plants, in the agricultural sector, thereby supporting a circular economy, and we can also use it to generate revenue.
Yes. Do you understand that this medical oxygen will be vital to patients, especially preterm children and women during labor? It will make a significant difference.
Exactly. Yes, so I know what this medical oxygen actually supports respiration with people with respiratory disorder, like patients that have asthma and pneumonia.
It is also used in administering anesthesia and also help in recovery during surgery.
It is also used to treat people with low-level oxygen in blood. That's hypoxemia.
Exactly, Yvonne. It aids premature infants, those babies with underdeveloped lungs.
Yes. It also provides life support during emergency and also in intensive care units.
And it also assists in carbon monoxide poisoning treatments.
There are various devices used to administer this medical oxygen, like the nasal cannula and the simple face mask.
It is also administered through venturing mask.
What about the face mask with a reservoir back and a
Yes,
one-way
yes,
valve?
Try that thing, we used to see it in movies. So.
It's everywhere.
Yes. Try. That means it's only a healthcare provider that can administer this medical oxygen.
Yes.
You know, too much of this oxygen is very harmful.
So it can kill?
Yes, it can kill. So it's advised, only a health personnel should administer it.
Now, wow.
What about the equipment used? The equipment used should be properly kept and away from flames and oil to avoid fire explosion.
That means this medical oxygen that our husbands have produced, it has been tested, it's trusted, it's reliable, it's cheap, and it's available. Oh.
Very soon, very soon, families will worry less about medical oxygen in times of crisis situation.
That's true.
Yes, in Akwa IBOM State, very soon, the medical oxygen will be available in all the hospitals and community health centers.
My dear, sustainability is the foundation of our survival and the future of humanity.
And the chemical engineers are actually key players in fostering a sustainable future in the healthcare sector.
You know, the ability to bridge science, engineering, and environmental stewardship make them indispensable in achieving a sustainable and resilient healthcare system that makes it
very effective,
sustainable,
and environmentally responsible.
These our husbands are too much. Oh, please, 3 posers for our husbands. Poser, poser, poser. Let's do take away. Oh, please bring my legend.
Bring my fresh fish. Oh.
Let's go.
I need the chicken and the mall.
My fiance, you know be Beyonce, finance, na so. Tell us say you don't get money.
Thank you.
You be ugly monkey. Seriously, brother, no funny.
Thank you. I think they deserve a standing ovation. They deserve a standing ovation, please. They deserve a standing ovation, please. They deserve a standing ovation, please. Thank you. Let's have our seat, please. Thank you. Well, people like say the drama never complete. Have you observed that the drama is not complete? Did you observe? Where that legend and Star Ragla and chicken wait and dry where? Please come back and finish this drama. Because that's the part of the drama where for make sense. Please come back, let's finish this drama. We've not finished it. Please let's applaud them some more. Let's applaud them. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Good fellas. Beautiful job. Thank you. All right. The next on our list, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, want to receive a dinner lecture. And after now, we'll give room for questions. So I'll request you pay attention to everything that will be said during the lecture so your question can be properly attended to. Please join me as I make welcome for this presentation at this time, Engineer Ndotoyen K. Ekane, MNSE. Please let's applaud him as he comes through for that lecture, please. Thank you. Please don't stop clapping until he takes the microphone. The drink in front of you, the drink in front of you, guys, the drink in front of you has been duly paid for. So as you enjoy the lecture, just feel free to enjoy the drink. I beg call ushers to open for you, no use your teeth. Thank you so very much. Please let's applaud engineer as he comes through. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. The highly respectable guest, the chairman of the occasion, the guests of honors, the planning committee, and everybody that made this event a success. I appreciate you all in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Hallelujah. Please, if you are a Christian, can you indicate? If you believe in God, if you really believe in God, can you indicate? Whatever religion. God bless you. I'm trying to be very very brief and interactive in attempting to explain the role of chemical engineers in fostering a sustainable future for the health sector. The role of chemical engineers in fostering a sustainable future for the healthcare sector. So this lecture is more of a 50-50 practical and 50% theory. So I'll really crave your indulgence to pay maximum attention. At the end of today's lecture, you could save someone's life. I could save someone's life. The information gathered in this hall is priceless. I plead to stand on existing protocol because the organizer said I should manage 30 minutes for the lectures so that we can have time for some interaction. Chemical engineering is essential in fostering a sustainable future for healthcare by designing cleaner manufacturing processes, developing eco-friendly devices, optimizing resource efficiency in hospitals, and managing hazardous waste. So based on that explanation, who is a chemical engineer? I feel that that young man who is combining some liquid with ethanol, are we together? You now box it and add, what do they use to add? Add some substances and mix it and begin to take it. That young man could be practicing chemical engineering, but he does not know. Am I communicating? But the purpose of today's lecture is like the wives of the engineers that did the presentation, they almost began an experiment. Because if you combine those things that they were ordering and begin to put into your system, you have actually done chemical engineering. Am I understood? So, but let our chemical engineering be focused towards a sustainable healthcare delivery system, not the one that will make us to be high. Because those substances they call colos and other names, they are all as a result of chemical engineering. So the purpose of this lecture is for us to see how we can have a sustainable healthcare system through appropriate chemical engineering practices. Before I go deeper into the lecture, I want to share a little story behind the scope of today's lecture. The scope in focus is medical oxygen production using the pressure swing absorption method. The major component of this discussion was analyzed by the first speaker, the chairman on the occasion, and those women. But I'm going to make it more feasible or more clearer to our understanding on how you could use materials within your space to generate medical oxygen. Please, I believe those of us that have downloaded the program of today's event have a copy of this lecture. So I will save time by not going through everything that is written down there. What is oxygen? What is oxygen? I work for University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, and everything I'm going to say on this stage is as a result of first-hand experience and as a person who unfortunately lost his dad due to lack of medical oxygen. So oxygen is life. In the Bible, in the book of Genesis, when God gave the breath that was called the breath of life, that was God actually passing oxygen into the stuff that he created. Are we together? Because by definition of oxygen, without oxygen, there is no life. So in 2018, my late father was a pastor, was a man of God, who really believed in prophecy. And from an Orthodox church, the Apostolic Church. So we were in a village, and in that village, every time, people would just slumber and die. Have you ever heard such story before? So, when some of these people are brought to the church, the first thing that comes to our mind is, don't take that person to the hospital. That this is not a hospital case. They should take the person to the church or a spiritualist. Am I understood? And when this person is now brought to the church, the prayer band members of the church will even cover the little oxygen that is available in the vestry. Am I communicating? And they will close all the doors so that the another ECPO will not enter or something. And they will use some oil, like olive oil, and put through the nasal cavity and still even finish whatever could make that person to come back to life. That is because those people did not attend this kind of lectures in their life. Because if they did, they could have understand that the situation where you suddenly lose consciousness is called hypoxemia. It's because there is a shortage of supply of oxygen to your brain. So your brain just collapses. Simple solution, just oxygen therapy, and the person is fine. Hallelujah. So, unfortunately, as I said, my dad was a prayer warrior and a pastor. He did not really understand the importance of oxygen. So my dad was equally a lecturer. Those who work hard and stress themselves are likely to become hypoxemic, are likely to break down. Am I communicating? So for me to prove this, as I said, this lecture will be both practical and theory. I have 4 pieces of oximeters down there, and to the glory of God, I'm very happy to introduce my boss who just came in. He's the MD of AKWA Medical Oxygen Production Plant. And the head, let's put hands together. I'm sorry I'm not doing your work, MC. I want to be practical in this lecture. The head of operation of that oxygen plant is also seated there in front. Let's put hands together for him. So these are the people that work day and night to make sure that patients in Akwa Ibom State do not die due to lack of oxygen. So we actually deny ourselves that oxygen just to make sure other people have oxygen. Am I communicating? So while you bring those while those oximeters are brought, I would love 4 volunteers. 4 volunteers. So just lift up your hand. Give it to Andy. We want to analyze your oxygen, the oxygen concentration in your blood, so that you will understand that hypoxemic patients are always smiling and living great, but they will just fall down. Sometimes at the end of the day, you might even need oxygen right in this hall. Am I understood? Okay, where's the first person? Stand up. Please, just 4. You are talking about the importance of oxygen. Okay, please get one there. My boss can help you. He's a medical doctor. Also put 2 in this other row. Yeah. Okay, so while that experiment is going on, Andy, you are going to record the oxygen concentration of those people that we are checking. And take note, if you are a lady with a painted finger, the device will not work on you. If you are a lady with a painted finger, the device will not work on you. Or a painted fingernails, right? Okay, so while we are recording those statistics, I want us to understand that oxygen is recognized globally as an essential drug on the World Health Organization's Essential Medicine List, EML. The air we breathe constitutes about 20% oxygen, 21% oxygen, 28% nitrogen, and 1% other gases. It saturates the blood vessel, brain, and other organs. Low blood oxygen concentration is called hypoxia. This hypoxia is the reason why people fall down, either in the bathroom or wherever. Please, at the end of this lecture, we want you to eliminate that statement in your brain. ECMO does not mean people. It's actually lack of oxygen supply to your brain. With indications for use in newborns and childcare, obstetrics and gynecology, and ancestral surgical services, it is also highly cost-effective treatment for patients with hypoxemia and other comorbidities. Maintaining supply of medical oxygen as an essential drug requires special production, storage, distribution, and overall management of functional system to ensure its availability. So can we have the result? Okay, sample 1, what's the... Sample 1 has 98% oxygen concentration in his or her blood. Sample 2 has 99. Sample 3 has 99. Okay, get somebody that is over 50 years. What's your result? $98. So what you need to understand is that the older a human being becomes, the lesser the activities of the lungs and the capacity to produce oxygen from the air. Are we together? That is why in other countries, elderly people go back to the countryside. That's how they call it, and plant trees and live where they are planting trees. Not like Nigeria, where elderly people that are rich go to Abuja or Lagos. But as you grow older, it is advisable that you go back to your village or you try to plant trees around wherever you are staying, because the capacity for your body, your system to generate that oxygen has done what? Reduced. That the purpose of that experiment was to show that oxygen saturation is directly proportional to the age and our lifestyle, as well as environment. The next slide talks about sources of oxygen. So we know oxygen. How do we have oxygen? Where do we get oxygen? In 2018, when I lost my dad, unfortunately, I was on duty in the hospital. So the prayer band guys prayed from morning till around 12 p.m. Then my dad tried to come back to life. So when my dad even tried to come back to life, they now increase the volume of prayers, which even reduced the oxygen that would have circulated in the room. And the guy went back to sleep. Then they now called me on phone. They said, rush and come, rush and come. And I asked my mom, what's the problem? Say, your father is not talking. Say, my dad spoke to me last night. They said, sorry, he slumped. He was a lecturer at the Bible college, so he slumped. So when I now rushed to the room, this device is supposed to be handy in your purse. Once you know that you are up to 40, 50 years, you should have this oximeter. It's very cheap. It's sold across the pharmacies, just like you have your thermometer. So I now rushed down with the oximeter, and behold, the oxygen, the blood oxygen concentration of my late father was 82%. Now it is 82%. Once you have less than 90%, the figures will begin to blink. It's blinking because your life is 50-50. But physically you might feel strong, but you are gradually going down. So I now told my mom that my dad needs oxygen. I advise all the prayer warriors to excuse the man, the old man. And I now brought the old man outside, and we were fanning him. And the blood oxygen saturation rised to 89% from 82. Just for bringing him outside. But he was already vegetable. It was just like that. He's not dead, but he's not alive. He's just there. Am I understood? To cut a long story short, I started looking for oxygen. There was no way to have oxygen. I drove everywhere. Because you cannot carry oxygen in a nylon bag. You can't carry it in the boot of your vehicle. You need these sources to be able to move oxygen around. The long and short of the story is that the man died. May his soul rest in peace. So that is why I came back and decided to come up with this prototype, which is a homegrown medical oxygen generator. So before we put on this medical oxygen generator, let's agree that we have about 4 popular sources of oxygen, which is the oxygen generators, the oxygen cylinders, the PSA plant, and the industrial cryogenic plant. This is what the oxygen concentrator looks like. It is mobile. It can be carried around. The disadvantage of the oxygen concentrator is that there must be constant supply of electricity for the person to be alive. Am I communicating? So like those stories, there's a story of a lady who always lose a patient every time she's on duty. Every time she's on duty, a patient must die. We now discover that she comes with a rechargeable lamp and unplug the oxygen concentrator and charge her torch. In the morning, she will now take the torch that is already fully charged and plug back the oxygen concentrator. And now write one patient, gone. She just go away. So it's not good for you to live a life that is dependent on public power or on electricity. Because this particular solution cannot be 100% reliable. Am I understood? The second source of medical oxygen is the oxygen cylinders. It's the most reliable source for now because you can see that there are different sizes of oxygen cylinders. We have the biggest size, which is almost 10 liters. We have the smallest size, which is 0.7 liters. Those ones are the ones that the ambulance carry, and of course, it's very, very popular in our hospitals. We have the PSA plant, which this body is about to set up a prototype in AKWA IBOM state. I want to believe. It's in AKWA IBOM. God bless you, sir. So this society hopes to set up this prototype in AKWA IBOM state to solve or reduce the number of deaths due to lack of medical oxygen. The last and the biggest source of oxygen is a cryogenic air separation unit. There are large-scale oxygen production facilities, often on-site from often off-site from health facilities for production of liquid oxygen. LOX, LOX means liquid oxygen. The LOX is transported to the site periodically to fill large bulk liquid oxygen tank. From its liquid state, oxygen can then be vaporized and delivered to patients. All those ones are much expensive solutions. Of all the solutions, this is the cheapest and affordable solution, the PSA plant. PSA process requires what is called the pressure swing absorption. I want to put this one on. Okay, so the pressure swing absorption, okay, there is going to play a YouTube video for us. But what you are going to see in the video is the same thing that is happening right now. This is the air compressor that takes in the air from the atmosphere. This air is being dried through this silica gel to take out any moisture from the atmosphere. Then it passes through these tunnels. These are zeolite tubes. Zeolite are a chemical that's called zeolite, traps nitrogen and allows oxygen to pass inside this tube before it finally comes to the humidifier. This humidifier makes the oxygen not to be too dry for a patient who now uses it through the nasal cannula. I would love one volunteer to come and take free oxygen and tell you how he's feeling. I think I tried because if I had this, I wouldn't have lost my father. Come up stage. You are going to take the oxygen and tell us how you feel. Okay, let's see how the PSA plant works. Okay, it's basically has two sets of tanks, but I reduced mine by using these PPR pipes. So there's a substance that is used to fill these tanks, and that substance is called zeolite. It has valves in the upper side and in the lower side. The quality of the zeolite it has to be porous. It must have large surface area. The substance must be able to absorb nitrogen. So let's go to the basic cycle of oxygen generation. So we start with the feed air, which is what this compressor is doing. The air comes in through this valve, and since zeolite is filled in this tank, the zeolite begins to absorb the nitrogen to itself and allow only the oxygen to go up. Am I understood? So the oxygen passes through this device, and you see that naturally the lower side will be full of nitrogen that is absorbed, while the upper side will now be filled with the oxygen. So the oxygen on high pressure is allowed to escape through this oxygen supply valve. Now, we now go to saturation. At this point, you now agree that the whole of this left tank is now saturated with nitrogen, since nitrogen has been trapped. The next thing we are going to see is that we need to exhaust or throw away this nitrogen. Remember, this is 79% proportion of the atmospheric air is this nitrogen. So the nitrogen comes out through this muffler. This place now is just exhausted, and the process will now begin again. Now, why do we have two sides? Two sides. We have two sides because when one side is absorbing, that's in the zeolite is absorbing nitrogen from one side, this other side will be discharging. Am I understood? So that you will not have to wait for the process to begin all over. So it's like a flip-flop circuit. This one is supplying and this one is supplying. So the feed and exhaust, these are the valves that is involved. We have the feed valve. This one is the feed valve down here, and this one is the exhaust valve up here. This one is to waste the nitrogen, while the feed valve is to take in the atmospheric air at high pressure and low temperature. Can you fast forward? So we have the check valves. These ones, what the check valve does is to release the purified oxygen to the storage or by use by the patients. For facilities that have oxygen piping system, we discharge directly to the low pressure pipe. So we also have the purge cycle, where the nitrogen that was trapped is being purged out through this muffler. Fast forward. Okay, these other ones, since we are all engineers, we should understand what is called by orifice. Orifices are tiny valves that allows overflow of oxygen from this side to further push down the nitrogen during the process of exhaustion. Because when there is no pressure on top, there will be less pressure for it to discharge. So that orifice allows that to make sure that this side is filled with oxygen. So can you fast forward so that I can round up the... Of course, you also have the equalizing stage. What the equalizing stage does, it allows this pure oxygen here, to go back to the absorbed nitrogen. So while this nitrogen is going out, this pure oxygen is pursuing it so that there will be no remnant of nitrogen for a good purity level. So before you ask, the purity level that is allowed by World Health Organization for medical grade oxygen is between 90% to 95%. Once your oxygen is less than 90%, it is not encouraged for you to use it. Please, can we go back to our slide so I can conclude? Okay. So the video we just watched is also further analyzed in these schematics for those of us that have the lecture material. So in PSA, we talk about separation efficiency. It describes the performance of the systems in terms of purity of the separated gases, recovery rate, and flow rate of the gases. Specifically, separation efficiency can be measured by the following metrics. We talk about the purity, which is the percentage concentration of the target components, the recovery flow, gas flow rates, and all that. Because it's not just enough for you to say, I'm producing oxygen. You should be able to have an efficiency that gives you the globally accepted standard. And there's a device that is used to analyze the purity of your oxygen. It is called oxygen analyzer. I think I had one. Oh, it's inside my box. Now, the real reason why I agreed to come in partnership with the Society of the Chemical Engineers was because of this stuff that is called the zeolite. So it would have taken much time to talk about the zeolite because I am not a chemical engineer. I'm going to describe it in a way that I am an instrumentation engineer. My work is to build this device. But the chemical I need in this device must be provided by the chemical engineers. So now this guy that absorbs the nitrogen is imported from other countries. In the whole of Federal Republic of Nigeria, we do not have a commercial based or up to scale production of zeolite. But in the oil and gas industry, in the water treatment industry, in the oxygen production plant, in the fishery and other allied industry, we all use zeolite for purpose of separation and purification. But the raw material for manufacture of zeolite is in Nigeria. So what we do, this zeolite is an English term. In Nigeria, we call it ndom. So you should not be surprised. It's clear. Do you understand? And it is the most expensive component of oxygen plant. The whole of the oxygen plant, if it costs 200 million naira, only this zeolite alone will be like 120 million naira. In the whole of that plant. That is to say, because of the lack of knowledge or ability to convert the Enugu clay to become zeolite, people are losing their life due to lack of medical grade oxygen. So ladies and gentlemen, fellow engineers, the VIP in this table, I want to plead that we come together and encourage this society to be able to come with a prototype of a homegrown medical oxygen plant so so that they will be able to practicalize the use of the locally found raw material, where we can now say Nigeria is the first country in Africa to produce 100% homegrown medical oxygen plants. So these countries come and buy our clay in Africa and take it to Europe and process it, turn it to these pebbles, and supply it back for us. Every aeroplane, every aircraft has an oxygen plant. Every aircraft has an oxygen plant. Otherwise, when the doors are closed, you will not be able to breathe. Am I understood? So those oxygen masks that fall off is as a result of the PSA that is installed in the aircraft. Every hospital in Nigeria requires a PSA plant. The people that really need this oxygen more are those that lack it, the people in the village. That is why every time the EKWA keeps on meowing them. So in a study by Nwosu, DC, and the rest of the Department of Chemical Engineering, Enugu State University of Science and Technology, the mineralogical and physiochemical analysis of Nwo white clay from Udi in Enugu State indicated the following composition. I cannot read those ones. The results, I can read, don't mind me. The results of the physical analysis are as follows. Listen, this is clay that was gotten from Udi in Enugu State. This is the result of the analysis published. 8% moisture, 1% ash, 1.6 grams per mil bulk density lost on ignition. The ratio of this is greater than 1, showed that it can be used in synthesis of zeolites. This is a research that has been ratified and concluded that the one at Enugu can be used as zeolite. The FTIR analysis of the mineral content confirmed the presence of kaolin, illite, and all these as major chemicals and chlorine, which are as the minor minerals in the sample. So what I wanted us to understand from this is that it is possible for the clay means ndom, to be used for production of what? Zeolite. And that would have made the cost of oxygen generation in Nigeria and Africa cheap. The role of chemical engineers in fostering a sustainable future for the health care sector need not be overemphasized, with particular emphasis on the production of basic raw materials used in the production of drugs like medical grade oxygen. This dinner night would have achieved a lot. The methodology and design of the medical oxygen plant show clearly that we can have homegrown production to service hospitals in Nigeria, across Africa, and the world. Let us leverage on research, collective innovations, government collaborations, and available raw materials to build a medical oxygen plant to scale. Thank you, and God bless.
Groovy. Baby girl, you are too good looking. Come on, make them stop the fooling. If not, you go wind your body. Like a this, like a that, like a this, like a that. Show me your assets.
All right, thank you, DJ. Thank you. If you enjoyed that session, please give a louder round of applause and appreciate the lecturer. Thank you so very much. We'll allow the ushers who help us go around with the microphone, because this is a moment where you have one question or the other to ask. So please, ushers, you please help us. just take maybe 2 to 3 questions, please. We'll take 2 to 3 questions. Immediately, sir, immediately you said something. One lady sitting close to me say, and I looked at her. Mbo auntie, what do you mean? Because at this point, you should have a question. Am I right? Please, let the mic go around. We'll take just 2 or 3 because of time, please. The usher, any usher around you, just call on the usher. Ushers, please. 2 to 3 questions, please. We'll take it snappy. Thank you. We have someone. Ushers, please go around, go around. Just 2 to 3 questions only. It could be a contribution as well. We accept that. It could be a contribution. We accept that as well. While that is going on, ladies and gentlemen, let me recognize in our midst Right Honorable Evangelist Edidion Joseph Inya, the Executive Chairman of Ibesibo Asutan. Please, let's give him a round of applause, please. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for honoring our invite. Someone talking, please ask a question.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Mr. Presenter, and all of us that are privileged to be here. I am Okon Okon. Please, Mr. Presenter, I want to know from you whether there is a relationship in increasing the oxygen concentration in the old days by using the clay pots to consume water, and also the present clay that we have as of today. Can we still go back to the old ways of using clay pots, or should we discourage that in order to increase the oxygen, as you have said? That zeolite is being produced from clay. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the question. Please, since it's an interactive lecture, I will plead with the professors, senior lecturers, and doctors here to contribute and answer that question. When it comes to engineering, I will do my best. Okay, they said other questions should be asked so that we can collectively answer them.
trendybeats.com.
The first question is there a relationship between the clay pot and the purity of the water we were drinking and the plastic pots, or big glass pots we are using now?
It's not just a question and answer time, it's a session for interaction, please. If you have an answer to that, you can go ahead and say something about that, please.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for your question, sir. If I understand you very well, I think you asked about the use of clay pots and the oxygen concentration in the system as against, that's what we used to do in time past. Medically speaking, I think there is really no relationship. Oxygen is gaseous in nature. You understand? It's not liquid. So it's taken in through the nostril. It's the gas. When it gets to the lungs, that's when the lungs now absorbs it into the blood. And it now flows in your bloodstream. It's carried by your red blood cells. So it's not taken in through the gastrointestinal tract. There's really no relationship, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
One more contribution, please.
Thank you very much. I think the question is very clear. However, like that has been responded to, I just want to add that the clay we are talking about helps in the production of the kaolin. And the kaolin, like we saw in the video, was what was used to get this oxygen that we are talking about. So yes, in those days, the clay was very important for what it was then, not for the purity of oxygen. So there is absolutely no relationship within that oxygen that we are getting and what it is now. Thank you.
Thank you for that contribution. Any other contribution, any other question, please? Your ushers, please, you help us.
Good evening, everyone. So my mom was in the hospital for about 3 months, and she took more than 20 cylinders of oxygen. So I want to know, at what level is it excess? Because the respiratory people, they were like, this oxygen is too much and all, and the oxygen level was not coming up at all. At what level is it excess, and what are the disadvantages?
Once again, thank you so much for that question. With regards to oxygen therapy, there is really no point that you may say the oxygen therapy is in excess. Whenever a patient has a problem with regards to respiration and oxygen is administered, it gets to a point where the patient is able to sustain his or her own respiration without assistance. At that point, then you now take off the oxygen therapy. At that point, the patient is able to sustain an oxygen saturation of 98%, or at least above 95%. If the person is a smoker, the person can maintain an oxygen saturation up to 88% and it's okay. But there's really no point that you say it's excess. Whenever the patient is stable enough, is able to take over his or her own respiration, you can cut off the oxygen supply. But when it is indicated, you can give as long as possible. There is there's somebody in the royal family in Saudi Arabia has been unconscious, I think they said for about 20 years or so, until the person came back. All through that period, that individual was on oxygen. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. So my question is this. So how is our state government supporting this initiative? What is the support that is coming from the government for us to achieve these beautiful, wonderful stories we've heard? That's my question. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the question once again. Akwa Ibom State is a very lucky state. This is the only state out of the 36 states in Nigeria that has an MDA that is responsible for medical oxygen production. In time past, we used to get medical grade oxygen from neighboring states, Port Harcourt, Imo State. At some point, we went as far as Bayelsa to buy oxygen. You can imagine the casualties that must have occurred, the morbidity and mortality that must have occurred following this process. But we must actually give credence to those who have put in the work, and that is His Excellency. One of the first things he did immediately he came into government was to ensure that Akwa Ibom State has a functional PSA plant run and sustained by the state, and that was a huge investment that he made for us. So that plant was commissioned on the 1st of March this year and has been functional up until this point. Gone are the days where we used to go to neighboring states to get medical grade oxygen for our patients. I can comfortably say that Akwa Ibom State is self-sufficient with regards to medical oxygen production. At the moment, we have 3 functional PSA plants in each of the senatorial districts. So I can say that the government has invested significantly and has turned the tide around with regards to medical oxygen supply in the state. Thank you.
All right, is that all? Okay, thank you so very much. Please, once again, let's applaud our lecturer for that beautiful presentation. Thank you, thank you. Before we go into the induction proper, may I recognize in our midst Engineer Mary Umo, FNSE, the Vice Chairman, Nigerian Institute of Safety Engineer, AKWA State. Please let's applaud her, please. Thank you. Also in our midst, we have AKWA Cyril Bassi, the CEO, AFIC Shades. Please let's applaud him as well. Thank you. Thank you. Please join me as I make welcome for the induction Professor Innocent Obo. Please let's applaud him as he comes through, please. That was the man that led us through the opening prayers. Please let's put hands together for Prof as we'll go straight to the induction, please. Is that the best you can clap for a Prof? Thank you.
Forget it, Fugazi. Love for be now, cause me all the chat me lead the same week. I got me a new gaji. All the girl them love me, what I feel.
We'll get to the induction of new members.
I take a shot on it now. I give all glory to God. I need also rocking a less and I want. I did polo, I did ball. They had that she had me born.
Thank you. May I ask all the inductees to stand up and come out? All the inductees, please come out.
trendybeats.com.
The inductees you have here, they actually applied to become members of the society. The admission committee found them one.
Let you know I'm loving now, they do me slow. Baby, cause I don't need you already know. Got every head turning, I see the press coming. So what you telling me now? Who's that girl? Who's that girl? What's popping? Right girl, there's no stopping. What's coming? Feeling the energy, adrenaline rushing. Real talk, now real talk, they wanna know. Guess you never heard of me, I'm popping me like confetti.
Please, if your spouse, if they are available, if they are around, they can come and stay behind you. You can actually ask your spouse to come up here and stay behind you. It's okay. Since they are not coming out, somebody asked just now, but they are not coming out. It's okay. We'll continue. Oh, they are coming. It's okay. Just stay behind.
Energy, cause I'm the one they wanna see. Guess you never heard of me, I'm popping out like confetti. Nothing call me energy, cause I'm the one they wanna see.
Those of the inductees standing here, they actually apply to become chemical engineers. And the admission committee found them worthy to become one. So they are going to take their oath right now. You have the oath before you. So I think I'll read and then you answer. My dear inductees of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, AKWA IBOM Cross River State chapter, please listen attentively. 1. You have come here today for this induction on your own free will and accord after being elected as a member of this chapter? Answer. It's okay. 2, are you willing and ready to be administered with the oath of membership of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, AKWA Cross River chapter? Answer. Do you, having become a member of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, AKWA Cross River State Chapter, solemnly swear that you will defend and uphold at all times the memorandum and articles of association of the society and accept as binding all decisions of the Council of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers on all matters dealt with by her in accordance with the provisions of the said memorandum and articles of association of the society? Do you promise to undertake promote the objectives of the society at all times? Do you promise to conduct yourself always on all engineering matters in accordance with the society's laid down code of ethics and conduct? Do you promise to look after the interests and welfare of your fellow engineers and members of the society and that of your chapter? Do you promise not to query or take any legal or embarrassing action against the society in any action the society may deem necessary against you? Do you promise to meet all your obligations to the society and serve her selflessly to the best of your ability? It's okay. So you feed this, then you put your name. You call your name. Before everyone present at this ceremony, pledge to uphold and defend the Memorandum of Articles of Association of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, to lead the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, AKWA Cross River State Chapter, and conduct the affairs of the chapter in accordance with the best engineering practice of discipline, sincerity, and fairness, and to show interest in the affairs of and welfare of my fellow engineers and members of the chapter. So help me God. So you write your name, fee, and then you submit this. So I'll say congratulations and welcome to our honorable society. I want the chairman and the chairman of today's dinner to please come up, and the members of the ESCO to come decorate them with the medals.
Congratulations. I have a message for you. God has sent me to you. I have a message for you. God has sent me to you. Listen, them say, them tell you say you can never be the one. But God say, make I tell you say, congratulations, you're in the glory of God. Congratulations, He has done it for you. And you will come back with a new song to sing. God is good. Yes, you will come again with a new song of praise. God is good. Oh, congratulations. 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 See what the Lord has done for you. Congratulations. God is good. Them say that be all that I see. I've seen that God is greater than that. Who can the Lord? Nobody who can change His mind about me. Through many years, in many ways, I have seen His faithfulness ever and praise my God is good, oh.
When we celebrate, we dey pop champagne.
Congratulations to the new inductee into the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers. Please let's applaud them, let's celebrate them. And a new feat, and it's worthy of celebration. Please let's celebrate them with a louder round of applause, please. Congratulations, congratulations.
Look what the hot body can do. Focus. Look what the hot body can do. Body be dancing, slow wine, so my body so fine. Like wash when I met her inside. Too quant and I met her inside. Make sense, oh, make sense. Oh my God, I need resistance. Fragrance, I live from my distance. Make sense, oh, make sense. Body be dancing, controller, controller.
Please let's celebrate them as they make their way back to their seats. Let's celebrate them. Let's celebrate them. Thank you. Thank you.
Unusual. Put it down, make I take away your peace of mind. You go blow like water, we get the freeze of black.
Thank you, congratulations.
Open your eyes and look.
New inductees into the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers. Thank you, DJ. During the drama presentation by spouses of chemical engineers, you discover that they are so much knowledgeable that sometimes you might begin to wonder if they are the members of the society. Please, once again, can we applaud our new inductees, please? Thank you. I would love to recognize in our midst Engineer Best Umar, FNSE. Please, let's applaud him, please. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for honoring our invitation. Thank you. Let me also specially recognize in our midst Honorable Newborn Eseme. Please, let's applaud him as well, please. Thank you. We'll move straight to the next item, which is an aspect of award presentation and scholarship. Please, to take this segment, please join me as I hand over this microphone to Professor Esangubok Esirikot. Please, let's applaud him, please. Thank you. Thank you. Remember, it's a dinner and award night, and of course, scholarship will be presented still this night. Please, let's applaud Prof as he takes the microphone. Thank you.
90 of them don't call me, but my G, I'm not worried. I'm all about my money.
Let me stand on the already established protocol. I think it's one of those times probably you would have heard of a father that went to his children's graduation, and during the award period, they called the first one, best student in this, and somebody went and collected the award. The father stayed with his child. They called another one, the father was watching, waiting, and they were calling. The father stayed and looked at his child and said, those are children. His child was with him. His child was thinking, well, what do I do to this, my dad? On their way back, they got into the Das Beetle. They were driving, they got to a particular junction where the dad was trying to look at this side, this side. People that had Jeep were just moving these other ones, and the child looked at the father and said, those are fathers. Those are fathers. So it's one of those occasions that we want to look at the real children. People that have made differences in their career. And permit me to invite
to the podium the chairman of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, AKWA, IBOM, and Cross River State Chapter, to be the one to handle this. That is Engineer Ikemesi Orok.
Make a no lie like 90 of them don't call me, but my G, I'm not worried. I'm all about my Kukuruku. First of all, me gotta give all thanks to Jaja, my father. Cause prepare the table for me in front of my enemies right on a platter. Me nah get time for no violence, so me say peace out your bladder. But that thing with the hand contact and form my front if them on your father. Been on the road long time, it's way me must make this moolah proper. And even if I feel sometimes me gotta go again, me can't be a flopper. Killing shots across borders, so my family never ever bothers. Do the shit for my mama, that's why me tell her, say, Mama, you cannot worry no more. See your son is on top. Me going harder, I swear I promise you more. On top me, they won't keep me from my mommy, but I'm all about tomorrow.
Okay, first on my list of those children that have distinguished themselves, I want to put them into